What is up, Prince Squad? Sin could not make it today, so I am here covering for her. It is me, Afro Chick. T-shirt Chick was unavailable today, so you got Afro Chick right here. But I know just as much as she knows, so y'all can go ahead and ask me all your questions and talk about whatever you are interested in, whatever you want to know about. So, yeah, I'm here for you. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I'm about 6 minutes late, but hopefully everybody will show up today. What is up, Daryl Way? It's me, Afro Chick. You got your girl Afro Chick here today. T-shirt Chick couldn't show up. Couldn't be here today. So you got Afro Chick. How you doing, Prince and Moore? What's up, Young Sparrow? This is Afro Chick today. You got Afro Chick today. T-shirt Chick, she was unavailable today. So, what's up, Scooby Doo? You've been missing a few live streams. How you doing, Robert Riley? Yeah, you got Afro Chick today. T-shirt Chick, she not here today. So I'm gonna be with y'all for the next hour or so. How you doing, Kit Kat bars? I love Kit Kat bars. I eat them pretty much every other day. Well, thank you for watching. How you doing? Is that Erastus? I can't even pronounce it. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? Yeah, T-shirt Chick was busy, David. How you doing? No, I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all know it was me anyway, though. Just having a little fun since I had my hair down. What's up, Rob Beats? This Afro Chick right here. Thanks, Robert Riley. Well, I'm glad you're learning a lot, Mike. What stage are you at? Have you started your business yet, or are you still thinking about starting, or what? What you got going on? How you doing, P Flam, PF Lamb, P Flam? How you doing, Lou Richards? Yeah, she needed a little break. T-shirt Chick, she needed a little break, so she sent me to work with y'all. All right, David. David working hard like a dog. That's how you gotta do. Thanks, Yvonne. Oh, what's going on, Scooby Doo? I got your email too, by the way, but I had did a short live stream for that situation. What's up, being true to me? Look, y'all see I still got the $5 tag on these sunglasses, huh? I had bought these for my son. It was for something they had going on at school. Okay, you bought a heat press and a vinyl cutter, Mike. Well, you ready to get started. You know, get you some practice in. Start posting it on social media. Start wearing your own prints. All right, Karma Rose. Yeah, I had wore my hair down yesterday. I had been so tired last week. I was going to sleep early. I went to sleep early every night. That's why I couldn't get the videos edited for y'all. I don't know. I don't know why I was so tired. But hopefully this week I'll be better because I did get enough sleep this week. I got a lot of sleep this week. All right, P Flam. P Flam just got the Oki 8432 with the white toner. Is Robert Loyal on here? I might have missed it. What's up, Robert? My bad. I did miss you. I didn't realize that was you on here. What's up? Y'all need to go check out Robert Loyal. He do a lot of tutorials on Illustrator. I need to be checking him out more too. I just been kind of lazy about learning Illustrator. And Rob Beats, he do t-shirt videos. Vlogs by Tammy. She's supposed to be doing some t-shirt videos. Hopefully she'll start posting more of those. She been doing some vlogging and stuff too. And let me see who else on here. If there's anybody else that I missed, they have a YouTube where they posting videos about t-shirt printing or anything. Let me know so I can make sure to check y'all out, because a lot of y'all, I've been on y'all page, but y'all haven't really been posting. Like, some of y'all haven't posted any videos. So, you know, like if y'all posting t-shirt videos, I will be sure to subscribe. Or vlogging type videos, I'll subscribe to that too. Where you moving to, Robert? Tammy, you took the question from me. Let me put my shades back on. Robert Santiago says, I saw you bought a cheaper screen print machine in an older video. Did you start with that, then upgrade? Yes, I did. I first bought a 1-color press, and then I bought that 4-color press, and then I bought the one that I have now. Well, that's awesome, David. Kit Kat Bar says, I just ordered my entire setup. I'm so excited. Yep, now you get to make some money. Why nobody didn't tell me my afro was flat on one side? I have to fix that later. I can't do it with this reverse mirror because this thing is like, makes everything in reverse. All right, Jason, this is Afro Chick. Dion Stewart says, you miss me. I don't post, but I like when you say my name. What is up, Dion Stewart? What you got going on, Dion Stewart? You welcome, Robert Santiago. Robbie said, I wish I had hair. You silly. Look, that's just another thing you gotta deal with every day if you had hair. Because I know my hair is kind of rough. Really, really rough. How you doing, Apook? Apook? Excuse me. What is up, Mike Higginbottom? He says, eventually I want to do screen printing, but first I have to get the HTV and sublimation down. Yep, the screen printing is really for, you know, when you start to get the bigger orders, you know. And also the heat pressing and, you know, sublimation, those are two things that can go in with your screen printing. I'm trying to get into the sublimation myself. I'm being kind of slow about it, I guess. Because I've been talking about it for a while. It went from a couple of months and now it's about to going on 3 months. Mike Higginbottom says, I love being bald. Dion Stewart says, nothing wrong with my fro. All right. All right, David. Thank you for stopping by. And if you want to see this later, it will be posted up later. Scooby-Doo, I know you said you was sick. I might have missed your response. I might have to go up again. Jason says, I've always had long hair. Musician. Erasta says, how much do you know about vinyl signs? I mean, I've done a few like window decals and stuff like that. I can do signs. I just don't really offer it. It's actually a sign with it's a couple of sign shops in town. So I just haven't really got into that. Kit Kat Bar says, do I plan on expanding my shop? I would love to. That's something. Right now I'm living in a small town, and y'all may not realize how small. About 5,000 people, less than 5,000 people really live in the where I live, and I am actually wanting to move. So that's something that I'm hoping to do sometime next year. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't like to go places by myself. So one of my sisters are saying that she'll move there with me. So, cause I'm a single parent. I got 2 boys. I don't you know, it's me by myself, and moving to a new place, I really kind of don't want to do it by myself. So, but that's something that I'm trying to do next year, and maybe then I can expand. But right now, I mean, I've been open in this same spot right here going on 9 years, and you know, it's just been me, and I only hire other people, and usually the other people are friends, family, or kids of family, you know, that I get to help me at times. Let me see. Dion Stewart says, starting my brand. I am just sold my 15 by 15 person, getting a 16 by 20 next week. That's awesome. I've been saying I'm gonna upgrade to a 16 by 20 and haven't. I'm just cheap though. How you doing, Charlie Mack? What's going on with you today? Mike Higginbottom says, I've been watching you and a couple of other YouTubers, and thanks to you all, there is a lot we can do with just vinyl transfers. It sure is. Robbie says, what software are you using for live stream? Sorry, not sure if you mentioned it already. OBS Studio, but I don't know. I sometimes have issues with it. And then it may be my internet too. I don't know what internet I have here. When I did the live stream at home on cable internet, it seemed like it worked a little better. But right now I'm on AT&T internet. Erastus says, how many square feet is your shop? I have answered that before. How you doing, lipstick on my teeth? I answered that question before. Not really as far as I think this building is about 15 by 15, something like that. I measured it before. Actually, how much is it? I don't remember. I did answer it in one of the videos, but I ended up like measuring it across, because it's actually two buildings put together. And I don't know. I know it's a website you can go to and you can figure up the square foot, but the square footage or whatever. But I'll have to do that later, because I can't do it right now. I'm on live stream and I don't remember. I'm not really I guess technical type person. Or, you know, I don't know all that stuff, that building stuff. That I'm not good with that. Okay, school. Well, hopefully you'll be feeling better. I'll be praying for you and hoping that you get better quick. Mike Higginbottom says, my town has 300 people. Robert Santiago says, have I ever thought of investing in the Roland Versa Studio to be able to print vinyls in full colors for shirts? I had thought about it before, but I didn't want to spend that much money, you know. And one thing that I did, because my rolling cutter can cut out the images, I bought a printer that I thought was going to be able to print on vinyl, but I guess I didn't do my research well enough, so it ended up not working out. And I'm sorry, I might not be as focused today because I'm dealing with some stuff right now, so I just didn't want to cancel the live. I just said I want to be here for y'all, but I don't know, it's just really kind of not a good day for me right now, but I'm gonna try to get through this for y'all. But yeah, I just really don't even feel focused right now. Robert Law says, I'm selling my 16 by 20. What, you upgrading, Robert, or you starting over, or what, what? And if you want to sell it, I don't know if it's any other people in the Chicago area on here, they may be interested. Cause even if they're not in Chicago, but it's the shipping for something like that will probably be a good bit. How you doing? I guess that's Cia 01. No, I am not interested in DTG printing. No, I'm interested in sublimation, adding sublimation to my business. That's really the only other thing, and learning how to do the process printing. And I probably could do it, I just haven't tried it. Just like I have I have everything I need to make screen printed transfers, I just haven't tried it. Charlie Mack says, decorating the hallway. Is it for Halloween or for something else? Scooby-Doo says, I heard New York has a whole bunch of bed bugs and trash. I hope not. Robert Law says, that was to somebody else, my bad. Prince and More. 15 by 15 is 224 square feet. And it may be, one side may be 15. It may be 30 by 30. I would have to see, and for some reason right now I'm thinking it may be 24 by 24. I would have to measure it, because what I did, because it's two buildings put together, I measured one half. I measured it, the short way and the long way, the length and the width of it, and then I just doubled it or whatever for for one side of it. All right, Scoop. Lipstick on my teeth says, pray. I do. I have, like, all last week. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like God be preparing me for stuff, or, be preparing us for stuff. But like all last week, I went to sleep early. Like I usually stay up late. Like if y'all watch my videos and a lot of my tutorials, if you look, I have stayed up all night and did that tutorial. I mean, that's just the way I have always been. I stay up at night. And I mean, I'll get up in the mornings if I have to and do whatever I gotta do, but I just like staying up late. I like staying up at night. And all last week I was just I guess I couldn't stay up even till 11 o'clock. Like I was like so tired, and I would sleep before 11 o'clock, and I'm usually up till 1, 2 in the morning pretty much every night, and sometimes later. But last week I could not, but then when I couldn't stay up, but then I woke up early every morning. I would woke up at like 3 o'clock or sometime after 3 o'clock, and like whenever I wake up, like I would, like on my phone I have the Bible app, so I would just like read you know, I would just like lay in bed and read, and then I would just like lay there and like meditate and stuff like that, you know, meditate on the word and like think about what I read and try to you know, parts of it that stand out, I would try to kind of soak it in and stuff. And I don't know, some of y'all on here may not read your Bible or believe in God or whatever, but I do, and I'm not like trying to force y'all to do anything or force anything upon y'all. That's just, you know, that's my beliefs. And then, you know, I kind of found out something that was real painful and stuff. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm kind of dealing with. And I guess me, you know, God making me go to sleep early all last week and getting up and, you know, kind of studying my Bible and stuff like that. You know, I don't know, maybe they was just preparing me for this. So what's up, Chalk Labs? What's up, Terrence? Terrence says I can take a day off. I don't have days off. I can't take days off. I mean, sometimes if I take a day off at one thing, I still got something else that I have to do. Jason said I was dealing with a crappy customer. What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. Robert Law says he's trying to get a DTG machine. Yeah, Terrence, I had yesterday off, but not really. I had yesterday off, but I still had, my son had a football game, and I filmed for me all of the football games, and I've been selling them lately. A lot of people have been wanting copies, so I gotta not be yelling so much and talking so much while I'm filming now. So I guess I'm actually working then too. All right, Rod, we'll be here. Okay, I just I think the question scrolled up. Somebody must have asked who's the special guest. It's me, Afro Chick. I'm the special guest. Let me see. Let me pop this thing out because I can't hardly keep up with it. Let me see. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Now my my chat thing is messed up. I don't know what's going on. Let me close out some stuff. I guess I should, I don't know. I can't even read y'all chats. Let me delete that and then pop it out again. Maybe it'll work this time. Okay. All right. All right, Tammy, thanks. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the questions. Charlie Mack says selling up to move to an island. You moving to an island, Charlie Mack? What island are you moving to? Or is it your own personal island? And do you allow visitors? Lou Richard says, does anyone have a mobile setup? If so, how's it working for you? It's a guy on here online. It actually is two different people with different YouTube channels that have mobile setups. It's kind of like set up like a food truck. Well, I guess it's like they use the food truck for their setup. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I can't remember what the name of it is right now. If anybody, somebody else on here might have seen it and remember. If y'all do, will y'all type it up? Type it up here. Dion Stewart says, if you did plastisol heat transfer, you would clean up. I would buy from you for sure. Jason Inns offers the plastisol transfers. If I start, I'll let y'all know and I'll do a video on it. If I start doing them, but right now a person that we have on here is Jason Inns, and he does a real good job. I've seen a couple of reviews, you know, from him or not from him, from people who have talked good about it and everything. Big Brando and Stan Banks. Yeah, those are two of the people that was on here, you know, talking about his work with the transfers. Let me see. You're welcome, Robert. He said, thanks for having a friendly live stream. Your subscribers are way easier to talk to. All love. You welcome. Yeah, we a squad. We together over here. That's, you know, we help each other. Cause I don't know everything. I have questions sometimes. Rose 777 says, God bless you for saying that. He got you, or maybe he got you, maybe. Might have been a typo. Let me see. Scooby-Doo says DTG has a lot of sides, a lot of good sides, but the maintenance side sucks. Takes too much ink. All right, Robert Loyal, you got a new subscriber. See ya 01. All right, Tammy, thanks. Thank you, Erastus. Prince and Moore says the Bible app I like is the Blue Letter Bible. It's good. The I don't even know which one I have. It's just the Bible app. YouVersion, that's what it is. It's by YouVersion. And I just because I don't have to turn on a light or anything, you know, I just grab my phone if I wake up in the middle of the night and read. Terrence Cruz says, have you ever screen printed a shirt and used vinyl for the same time? Yes, I have. I actually have a video. It's actually this shirt right here. I did this shirt in vinyl last year. I mean, I did it in ink last year, and a lady came in earlier this year, and she saw that shirt and wanted it, and I had a couple of them left, but I didn't have her size, so I ended up making her one, and I have a video for it. I think it's called Recreating a Screen Printed Design in Vinyl, something like that. But yes, I have. Sundry Customs Designs and Print says, what's good? Why are you looking like Flesh and Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony? I'm Afro Chick today. T-shirt Chick couldn't make it today, so I'm Afro Chick. Lipstick on my teeth says, all right, Afro Chick, as long as you know God has it under control. How you doing, Palazzo? Yeah, I'm Afro Chick today. All right, Rob Beats. See you later, or chat with you later. Let me see. Robbie says, my Niners are killing me. I don't know what that is. Sundry Custom Designs and Print says E99. Okay, Charlie Mack says the Isle of Wight off the south coast of the UK. That's where he's moving to. All right, Tammy, go ahead and make dinner. Bridget Gainer says, I love my Cricut. Now I think that I want to invest in a Roland that I see you use. What do you think about the GS24? The GS24 is the upgraded version of the one that I use. The one that I use, they discontinued it. It's an older version. So it should be pretty similar to the GX24 that I have. Lipstick on My Teeth says, I'm working with HTV, and for intricate designs, folks don't want to pay for the work I put in. Sometimes I want to turn people away, but most of the time I just lower my price to make them happy. You gotta get your money in advance, Lipstick on My Teeth. Like the way that I do as far as taking payments, if they don't pay, like if they come in and they do a big order, then I'll accept half. But if they come in and they order one shirt or 5 shirts, or just a few shirts, I'm expecting them to pay the whole price if they're not ordering that many shirts. But like if they ordering like $100 worth of shirts, yeah, I'll let you pay half. It just kind of depends on and sometimes it depends on the person. If it's a person I've dealt with, a lot of times, if I know they're a good customer, I'll let them pay half. But you got to get your money up front. It's only a couple of places that I don't get the money from up front. And one of them is the SARC. It's like the, I don't even know how to, it's called the Ark of Sabine. It's like where, like people with mental disabilities, they go there to work in the daytime. And they take money, they have to write a check and pay it. And that's one of the places. And one of the places is one of the restaurants. I had in the beginning, I was making her pay. But, once we got a decent relationship going, and I know, if I call her, she gonna go ahead and pick up. I have worked with her, and just let her pay when she pick up. Sometimes she'll just call me and say, hey, I need this, but if she come by, a lot of times she'll go ahead and pay. But sometimes she don't have time to come by. So, but those are people that I have, had good relationships with and have been dealing with for years now. But yeah, don't change your price for people, because I'm gonna tell you, I talked about it on a live stream before. I had a person that, now my shop is open Monday through Friday. Sometimes I will be in here on Saturdays. Like if it's something going on and I know that I can make some money, then I'll be here. Or if people are picking up. But usually I'm not here for the whole day on Saturday. I'll do like a half a day or something like that. But I had this lady that called me. It was I'm trying to think, I believe it was a Friday, and she wanted some shirts done for some kid's birthday party. She was like, well, this other woman, she wasn't gonna be able to do them or whatever. So she calling me, and it's already after I have closed my shop, and I be here late a lot of times on Fridays. But after she called me or whatever, and I told her my prices, I was like, the shirts are starting at $15. And she was like, the kid shirts? And she was telling me some other woman charged $10 for the kid shirts. Well, you just told me this other woman wasn't going to be able to do the shirts. And I told you I charged $15. So $15 is my price. So she was talking about she was going to call me back and let me know if she wanted me to do the shirts. I ended up not even answering when she called me back, because I was playing basketball at the time. And then by the time I got finished playing, I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about this woman, because she already don't want to pay. So I'm gonna let her just, she can't afford to pay for the shirts. Just she can do without them and save that money for something else, a bill or something she might have due. But I also had another time where a woman called me, and she was having some birthday party where they was gonna be playing baseball, and these were all adults or whatever, and they was, I don't know exactly what type of party or why, but she said they was gonna be playing baseball, and they wanted the baseball style shirts. But the price that I gave her, she was like, well, if I can do it for the price that this other company do it for, then she'll rather deal with me because I'm local or whatever. So I was, I told her that's my price. I'm not gonna change my price for nobody. Now, if it's a customer that I get a lot, I might not charge for like a small print. Like if they want a print on the back and a small print on the front, I may not charge for that small print. But you got to stick with your prices. You can't, because the minute you change your price, every single time that customer comes back, they're gonna think you're gonna go down on your price. So you gotta stick with your prices. And one way that I do with this, like I already know my prices are slightly lower than other places. Like it's places that start at $25 with t-shirts. It's like they like 30 miles away from here. But that's where a lot of people go because they have been open longer than me. I'm going on 9 years, and these places was open when I was in high school and stuff. So whenever they go to them, they're gonna pay the $25. So my price is, if you just want like a small print, like if you just want a pocket logo, that'll be $15. If you want a full front, then that'll be $20. So it just kind of depends on what exactly you want. Yeah, and Lou Richard, thank you for reminding me. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on the video. And another thing, we are getting close to 5,000 subscribers, and just like I told y'all a few months ago, whenever I reach 5,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and it will depend on who wins. I will either buy a heat press or a screen printing press for somebody, like a starter heat press, a starter screen printing press. But as we get closer to 5,000 subscribers, and y'all can help me by hitting that thumbs up button, because it helps people. Like when y'all watch my videos, if you hit the thumbs up button, it helps me rank higher, and people will be able to find the videos and maybe subscribe, and I can go ahead and get to 5,000. But I will, like once I reach 5,000, I will be doing other giveaways too. But that has been a goal of mine, to get 5,000 subscribers. So once I reach 5,000, I'll be doing the big giveaway. Then I'll be doing a few other giveaways. And if I get somebody to like sponsor me or send me products or whatever, then I will try to do some giveaways associated with that if I'm able to. I'm sorry, I did take a long time on that question right there. And I see right here, Jason Ends is also saying, stand by your price. They will bully you into what they want to pay if you let them. And then right here, Arasta said, do you have to get a business license to open your shop? Yes, I got my reseller's license. Was wondering if that's good to open a shop. Now your resale license, you need that too, but you also have to get your depending on where you are in my city, you have to get your occupational license. You also have to get your parish license, because in Louisiana we don't have counties, we have parishes, because you have to pay your parish tax license, and you also need to get an EIN number. I'm planning on doing a video on that to tell you everything that you would need, and some states may be a little bit different, but I'm gonna try to do a little bit of research and try to get as many states as I can. So I tell y'all what, if y'all will type in the state that you're in, if you need to know this information, and I can write it down and stuff before I get off of here, and that way I can try to help y'all, specifically by where you're located, and I can be sure to try to get that information and have the links and everything for y'all. Erasta says, has anyone ever done pop-up shops? I haven't. Let me see, Jason. Bridget Gaynor says, I'm glad you mentioned that lipstick chick. Or lipstick, I'm saying lipstick chick, lipstick on my teeth. Do you know where I can purchase screen printing equipment at the best price? What do you think about Craigslist? If you get something on Craigslist, you get a chance to go check it out. I would try to check out everything and make sure that everything is working properly based on the price. And if it's something wrong with it, if you're a person that know how to fix things, you may be able to fix it. Because I have seen videos where people bought presses and stuff like that and it had issues, but they fixed it and they knew what they was doing with that. But that could be a good place. You could probably get a good deal on that. Erastus, I did answer it, $15 to $20 for one shirt, but it can be more depending on how many prints you want. Like I have had people to pay in the 40s for shirts. I just sold a $40 shirt yesterday to one of the parents the parents of one of the kids on my son's football team. How you doing, Robbie, my D? Look, I'm Afro Chick today. Somebody was asking about who is the special guest. I'm Afro Chick. I have to put my shades on and I'm Afro Chick with my afro. Sandra Customs and Design says, you're absolutely right. I just had a family member that wanted a family deal, but starting out, I'm trying not to beat myself. Yeah, Sundry Customs, I hate when family orders from me. I really hate it because like I'm a compassionate person, and I got a big heart, and when people in my family want stuff and then they already know my prices, but a lot of times they'll be like, how much is it for this or how much is it for that? And I know right then they are wanting to not pay the full price. So yeah, I kind of don't really like dealing with my family on stuff like that. Let me see. Bridget Gaynor says, I'm so glad you're talking about this. I'm going through the same situation with another customer. Yeah, you got to stand by your prices. And a lot of times they make up stuff. I have seen people that's like, okay, bring me the what do you call it? I can't even think of the name of the doggone thing. When the quote, they like bring me the quote from them saying that they're only charging you this amount, and then they'll match it or whatever. But sometimes people just be talking, trying to get a better price. Because I'm telling you, if I call somebody right now, when I'm looking to buy something, I always look around. Like I look online before I bought my press, before I bought my cameras, my computers, anything. I find what I want and then I find the best price for it. I don't try to call nobody and talk them down on it and say, hey, this website sell it for this price. I'm just gonna go to that website and buy it. And that's the same thing with the t-shirts. If somebody come to your shop or they come deal with you, even if you don't have a shop, and they say, hey, how much are your shirts? And you tell them this price, and they like, well, this other place charged me this amount. Well, okay, go ahead and go to that other place. I'm not going to try to keep you from going to this place if you can get a better deal. All right, Robert Loyal, you probably done left now because I'm probably late reading your question. I mean, reading your comment. Dang. Let me see. Okay, we got Philly. I'm gonna just have to come back on here before I log this thing off so that I can write this down. Philly, North Carolina, Florida. I'll call them out and I can just watch the video again. How you doing, Hotbox Print Studio in Chico, California? First time here for one of your live feeds, but been watching your videos for a year or so. Thank you, I appreciate it. Sundry Customs Designs and Prints, Pittsburgh, PA, Philadelphia, California. The Ace Boogie 100 in California. Cia 01 says, I think if you're thinking about moving, then you should check out the POD space like merch by Amazon, you could be creating another source of income with the benefit of being online. Yeah, I'm working on my online business presence. Scooby-Doo says you can call your local city hall and they'll tell you what you need. Scooby-Doo, you know people too lazy to do that sometimes. That's why I'm going to do the video on it. I'm going to try to get all the, put everything in the video. You know how we do sometimes. We want to just find everything right there. Okay, Sundry Custom Designs and Print says, from Atlanta, thinking of moving back. Jason N says, I got most of my shop off of Craigslist. Kit Kat bars, how do we base the prices for shirts? It's a few ways you can base your prices. One thing is, depending on what shirt you're printing on, because shirts cost different prices. The first thing I would recommend is try to find, if it's any t-shirt shops close by, you need to call them and pretend to be a customer and ask them about their prices. And whenever you talk to them and ask them about their prices, you can kind of get your prices from there. I'm not saying, okay, if they said they charge $20, you charge $20. Because you are new, they are more established. So, once you get more established, you can even increase your prices because, your work, people know your work and the quality that you produce. So, the thing that I would say is, in the beginning, you're going to have to call around, kind of get their prices, and you can probably kind of price your stuff a little bit less than theirs to try to get people to come to you. But until you get well established, you may have to be a little cheaper than you want to be just in the beginning. But once people see that you do a good job, that they'll pay you. But I would base it on, you kind of got to base it on what the design is, how many prints and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I guess I'll give you an example, and I'm sorry I'm not as focused as usual today. I'm sorry about that, but I answered this in another video, and I kind of explained how, okay, you take one t-shirt and they want a small pocket print. Okay, that pocket print, you can use scrap material for that. So any price that you charge, you would be making a profit pretty much. So I would charge $15 for something like that. The bigger sizes, you charge $2 more or $3 or $4, depending on how much bigger the size is. I'm gonna just have to do a video on that because I have talked about that in a few of my live streams or whatever, but I'm gonna just have to do a video on it. Kit Kat Bar says, Hotbox Print Studio, I subscribe to you. I'm going to have to check you out too, Hotbox. Let me see. Robbie Mahdi says, family and friends got a bad habit of telling people they got the hookup when telling people about family businesses. Peter XYZ, what's up? We have the right to charge what we think is fair. We have the right to accept or reject the price. That is right, Peter. I agree with that. The Ace Boogie 100 on Amazon, they said it would cost me $606 for the heat press and cutter. Does that it went up? Does that sound right? I think. Does that sound reasonable to start off? And is that all I need? I have a video, Ace Boogie 100, that is called How to Start a T-Shirt Business for $500 or Less. And it has everything, every single thing. It does not leave out one thing. It's got everything from the cutter to the materials to the tools that you weed with. If you check that video out, that should clear up a lot of questions you have. And that's for $500 or less. And it depends on the equipment that you choose. It can cost more if you choose a better press, because the presses that I'm looking at are the basic presses, but you can buy a better press. If someone says, oh well, and so on, so and so only charges this amount, look at them and don't say a word. They will say something stupid. Peter XYZ says, first time watching live stream, but I've been watching this channel for some time. Thank you, Peter. I really appreciate it. And y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button so that I can go ahead and get to 5,000 subscribers and go ahead. I want to do that giveaway before the end of the year. Maybe it'll be a Christmas gift to somebody. You know, I don't know, some of y'all might have just joined, but I was talking about like a few months back when I didn't even have that many subscribers. Not that I have a lot now, but it's been growing. But I want to give either a heat press or a screen printing press, depending on what the winner chooses. So if y'all can hit that thumbs up button, that'll help people know about my channel and go ahead and subscribe, hopefully. Rose 777 says, can you do a video on size images should be used for a 20 by 24 screen? Thanks. I can try to do it, but basically the way that I size my images is it's not really based on my, well, I guess you could say it's based on the screen size and my platen size, but I really size it by the what I'm going to be printing, the sizes. Like if I have kid sizes and I have like extra smalls or something like that, I'm not going to be able to print a large size. So if I got like a youth extra small and I got like a 6X shirt, I always explain to my customers that the shirt, I mean the print on the shirt is going to be as big as I can get it onto the smallest shirt. And when you are printing on the shirts, like you don't want, like if you see like on my shirt right here, you can see the line right here, the sleeve, what do you call it, the seam. You don't want to print on that seam. Like about 11.5 to 12 inches is as wide as I'm going to print on a shirt, and everything else will be in proportion to that. But I would just, you know, depending on the size, that's how you would do it. But I'll try to do a video on that. Kit Kat Boy says, if you need help creating a web page, I can definitely help. I got a web page that do pretty much what I need. That is that Square, the one from Square. If you can check it out at tshirtchicktv.com. Scooby-Doo says, you're so right, Sin. I love researching, so I like finding my own answers unless I get stuck. No, I have not, the Ace Boogie. I have not printed on hats. I haven't really had enough people wanting hats, but I don't know. I may get into that one day. Okay, Robbie says, based on what I'm paying, I think $5 per sheet and $10 per shirt is reasonable. Yeah, you could probably charge a little bit more than that, Rob, if you're paying $5 a sheet. Yeah, because, let me see, you said I think $5 per sheet and $10 per shirt is reasonable. If you're paying $5 for the sheet, then you may want to charge more than that, because if you're paying $5 for the sheet and a t-shirt costs you anywhere to like $1.50 to $3, if it's just a basic t-shirt, you're only going to be making $2 from that, you know. So I think you should be charging at least $15 if that's what you're paying. Maybe more than that. Let me see. Scooby-Doo says, Rose, it's not the screen but the platen size. If you have a 15-inch platen, you would not want a graphic larger than that, maybe 12 inches. Lou Richard says, question to those making decals, what kind are you making and how is it going? Anybody on here doing decals? How's everything going with that, and what type of decals are you making? Hotbox Print says, I'm just getting started, for the record. Not nearly as established as a lot of you guys. Thanks for the love, though. You're welcome, Hotbox. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. Like if I see a t-shirt printing video and I go on there and it's like it is some people that I'm not subscribed to, but it's because when I go on there, they can't, like, say what they trying to say or something like that, but pretty much any t-shirt, because that's something I'm interested in. I'm subscribed to a lot of t-shirt places, tech places and stuff like that, or channels. I'm saying places, but t-shirt channels, tech channels, design channels, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. So pretty much if you are posting videos, or if you have posted some good videos, even if you are no longer posting videos, I will subscribe. All right, Peter XYZ from Ohio. Sundry Custom Designs and Prints says, it's a lot that goes into weeding. So how would you price an order of 20 front and back designs? Now, if it was 20 front and back designs, that like with vinyl, I don't give no deals with vinyl. So they're gonna be paying pretty much the full price. But for 20 shirts, especially front and back, that's kind of like 40 prints. I would do screens for that if it's any way possible, or even if you can outsource and get some transfers, and you may be able to save a little bit, because with the vinyl, you're gonna have to, depending on the print, that can get pretty expensive. But I mean I would be charging my regular price for 20, especially if they're vinyl. Robbie Mighty says at Lou Richards, sports logos, religion, and quotes is great for decal business. Scooby-Doo says, I printed flock on hats and the customers love it. Bridget Gaynor says, I get a lot of ladies asking for V-necks. What's a good brand or style? I don't really do a lot of V-necks. I think I have a few Anvil V-necks over there. I had just kind of ordered them. Sometimes when I catch stuff on sale, like they have some closeouts and clearance items. Sometimes if it's something that I think somebody will wear, and that's how I ended up with that. But I don't really do a lot of V-necks, but I would think that the same ones for the t-shirts, like depending on what it's for. If you're trying to do like a clothing line or something like that, then I would go with like Next Level, or something like that, or can't even think of the ones that sent me the stuff right now. And I'm sorry, man. I'm just like, man, I'm just not focused right now. I'm sorry about that, but I didn't want to like not do the live stream, but I had thought about canceling it today. American Apparel, and now my sister is calling me. Hey, I'm on live. What's up? All right. Bye. Let me see. You welcome, Rose 777. You welcome, Sundry Customs. Yeah, Bella Canvas. I couldn't even think of it. Thank you, Scooby-Doo. And I got a video that's gonna be coming up soon where I screen print some tiles, the white tiles, using the water-based ink. I kind of did that other video. Tammy had asked about it a couple of times or whatever, so I was like, let me go and do this video for her. But excuse me. Lou Richards says, I just got an order for V-neck shirts. I ordered Gildan, Next Level, and Bella seem to be the best. Oh, Bella seemed to be the best. That's what she said. Yeah, they sent me a lot of shirts, and I really like the shirts. But for some reason, I couldn't even think of their name. The only reason I said Next Level is because I have a box right here that says Next Level. I actually have not dealt with their shirts before. Let me see. Sundry Custom said, I want to get into screen printing, just don't have the space as of now. I've been checking out digital heat flex transfer film paper. Now, depending on what press you get, you know, I mean, I know you may want to start out with a big press with the different stations on it, but just to get into screen printing, you can get a smaller press and get started. That's how I did, and then I made the money to upgrade my press or whatever, upgrade my equipment. Excuse me. Arasta said, I'm making decals. I recently did a barbershop. Hours and logo on the shop. Also, when I get an order for shirts with the logo, I throw in a decal of the logo for free. That gets me sales. Yeah, that's a good idea, Arasta. So I might have to try that. That is an awesome idea. Bridget Gaynor, thanking Lou Richards. Let me see. I'm okay, Jason. I mean, it's probably better that I'm here with y'all, because maybe y'all make me laugh and stuff. You know, I mean, it's not nothing serious. Let me see. I'm sitting on here in silence. Ooh, man, I had a rough week. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the things that I done dealt with this week. I mean, I don't know. It's just been a lot of crazy stuff going on. Now, yesterday, I kind of had some time to myself. Full Russia says, had a busy week, hated myself today. My depression is kicking in a little. Look, it's some people on here, other people on here. I done had a rough week last week, or I guess yesterday was a rough day, and then finding out something I didn't want to even know about. But yeah, if I was a snowman, would carrot taste like boogers? Really, Jason Inns? Cia says, what would I do differently if I was starting over with the print business? Let me see. That's a hard question. I mean, if I could have took some classes, that would have been nice. Cause I messed up a lot of shirts in the beginning. I guess that would be it. All right, Jason, you in timeout. Kit Kat Bars has put you in timeout. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Scooby-Doo says her friend has been missing in Honduras for 2 weeks. I'm worried. Have anybody tried to contact the authorities over there, Scooby-Doo? Cia says I could save it for a new video. I mean, I can't really think of anything I would change other than taking classes. I mean, I don't know. It hasn't really been a bad experience. Like, whenever I started out, I was doing the heat press printing with the vinyl transfers. So it's not really, I don't know, it's not a lot I would have changed. I think most people, I don't know, some people may start out screen printing, but I that's pretty much what I would change. Kit Kat Boy says, if you ever feel down, think of a T-Rex trying to tie his shoes. That is funny. Uh, you missed a lot, young Sparrow. You missed a lot. Full Russia says, "I wish I could have started over. I would have did things differently." What? Tell us what you would have done differently then, Full Russia. I don't know, Scooby Doo. I mean, I don't know what to tell you on that because that's really the only thing I can say. It would probably be easier to contact the authorities, or maybe that person might have got into trouble or something. Because I have seen those stories of getting arrested in other places, and then you may not be doing anything. Sometimes you get involved in stuff, being in the wrong place. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, and I don't want to say things what could be and have you worried about that. But yeah, Sia said that's sad. I pray that he's found safe. And Kit Kat Bars is gonna pray for your friend too, and I'll pray too once I get off of here. All right, Marla Smigura, welcome. Welcome to the first live that you made. But yeah, I was telling earlier, but then I got quite a few comments. I had to throw away all of my food yesterday or last night, like all of my food that was in my deep freezer, and that was like 2.5 garbage bags full of spoiled food because my kids, they still eat meat. And what happened is like what happened is I haven't really been cooking that much because my son plays football, and then I run this business. So I come here, and then by the time I leave here, we go straight to football practice. By the time football practice get out, it's either 6:30 or 7 o'clock when we get out, depending on how long the coach feel they need to practice on that day. So by the time I get home, my kids need to be in the bed. One of them 8:15, and the other one goes at 8:30. So we don't have a lot of time if we get out of practice at 7 o'clock, or if we get home at 7 o'clock. They got enough time to eat and do whatever. So my deep freezer was plugged into the wall, but because there's something wrong with the plug at the apartments, I just called the manager and told everything, and I'm pretty sure I will not be reimbursed. But that's a lot of money that was wasted, and my freezer was full, and I had to throw all that food away, and I was just so mad about that last night. But yeah, I just had that happen, and while I was like having to clean up that mess, and throw out all that food, my shelf, I had like a bookshelf that was like about 5 shelves high. And you know how when you buy these little shelves from like Walmart and you have to put them together, and it was one of those shelves. So my son, I had him putting books on the shelf. I was like, y'all need to fix that shelf up, and because it was books like on there any kind of way. So he done put all kind of books on the shelf and like spreaded the shelf out wider than it should have been, and ended up breaking it. And then the shelf fell over, and I was glad it didn't fall towards the TV, because that's a pretty expensive TV that we got, and I'm actually still making payments on it. I got it from Best Buy or whatever on my Best Buy card. But anyway, the shelf broke, and that was another problem. Then I almost burned the house down last night. I just had some issues last night. I had the place all smoky and stuff. I don't know, just some issues. Full Russia says, sometimes I feel like I'm not strong enough for this business, but I keep getting signs to keep at it. I would have named my business differently and spend money on things more wisely. Full Russia says, I feel people laugh at my business name. Let me see if I can pull this table a little bit closer to me so I won't have to lean up and I can relax. Food Russia says, I don't feel as though it's really positive and people don't take positive things. I feel as though it's really positive and people don't take positive things seriously. Lou Richard says Styles has a project press. It's I can't even talk. It's monthly subscription box for pressing vinyl and sometimes with foil. Box has everything you need: shirt, heat transfer vinyl, etc., and instructions. Demo on their site. Well, that's something to check out. Full Rusher says there are a lot of people. Okay. That's my son calling. Hello. I'm on live stream. You the one didn't want to stay at home. You didn't want to stay at home. So if you would have stayed with me, you would be with me right now. But when I get off live stream, I will give you a call, okay? You can watch me on live, okay? Bye. That's my son calling me talking about, are you going to come pick me up? You the one didn't want to stay at home this weekend. Lou Richard says, despite everything, you're still standing. Just hold on till this little storm passes. I am, Lou. Let me see. Scooby-Doo says, uh-oh, if the food was bad, what were you trying to cook that you almost burned the house down? Actually, Lou, I made some sushi because I don't eat meat. Like my food, most of my food is just in the refrigerator. And I don't know, it was my first time cooking some sushi, like some veggie sushi. And I had the instructions, and I don't know, maybe I didn't follow I don't know what I did, but basically the instructions were to add the rice vinegar, the sugar and the salt, and I thought I was supposed to cook it. I don't know, maybe I wasn't supposed to cook it, but the instructions, I'm pretty sure, said to cook it. So I put it on the stove, and like both of my kids were gone yesterday, so I ended up well, one of them was with my mom and one of them was with my dad or whatever, or the man that I grew up with as my dad. And my oldest son, he came back home, and whenever he came home and knocked on the door, I was fussing at him about something, and I forgot I had something on the stove cooking. So by the time I go around to the kitchen, it was like smoke everywhere. The smoke detector didn't even go off, but it was that mixture that had kind of had really caramelized, really, and like burned up, and I messed up one of my good pots. And it was, man, hopefully I won't lose the pot. I got it soaking right now. I'm hoping I can salvage it, but it was a pretty nice pot that I lost, but that's what I was cooking. But like most of the food that was ruined was, my kids eat meat. I don't eat meat. So, but I did have like some frozen vegetables in there, and I had like some frozen fruit that I had not even opened. Like I shop at Sam's, and I had like a pack of the frozen fruit that you would use to make smoothies. That was ruined. I had like some frozen waffles, like some breakfast foods for them, like ground meat, chicken, what else? Pork chops, like everything that was in that refrigerator, in that deep freezer, was ruined. And I didn't have as much in there. I just had like a bag of mixed vegetables, maybe one more bag of broccoli out of the big bag of broccoli, and I had some the fruit, and some garlic bread was in there. So like everything was ruined. And I mean, it was a big mess. But yeah, the food that I was cooking, all I had was avocados, I had rice, I had carrots, and the nuri, and all of that, you know, some of that stores in the cabinet, and the rest of it stores like in the regular refrigerator. Thank you, Rose 777. I sure hope so. But I mean, I don't know. Sometimes stuff like that happens. Let me see. Trying to catch up. Kit Kat Bar says, I'm a pescatarian. Sushi is life. Yeah, that was my first time trying to make it, but I will be making it. I mean, it tasted just like the restaurants when I finally did get it right. I ended up looking on YouTube and following the rest of the video, you know, the rest of the recipe from their recipe. But yeah, it came out pretty good. I will be making more. The Ace Boogie says, I'm going to pray for you. You're praying for everyone else, and you're helping a lot of people more than you think, and I appreciate it. Plus, I will go through all your videos and view and like the videos. I really appreciate it, Ace Boogie. Full Rusher. Oh, that's for Kit Kat bars. Don't worry. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I know. The Ace Boogie says, everyone show all T-shirt chick videos love by liking and comments. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. If everybody do that, that would be awesome. Bridget Gaynor says, isn't that the food you ordered from Amazon? How you know I ordered some food from Amazon, Bridget? What is going on, Bridget? How you know that? Oh yeah, I forgot I did show it in a video. The Ace Boogie says, I don't eat meat either. The freezer, Lou Richard says, I missed it. Why did you have to throw the food out? The plug is messed up. Like when you plug it in the wall, the plug is in the wall, but it's like not all the way in where it needs to be. It's like the plug, the outlet is messed up. So it was plugged in, and because I have a lot going on and I have not cooked in a while, and I don't know exactly how long it was even out, you know, because the freezer was in there, and then when you open the freezer, I mean, it was bad. I mean, everything was spoiled. So y'all can imagine what I dealt with and having to clean that freezer, and it was a big disgusting mess. Scooby-Doo says, this is a test of your faith, sin. The lessons may not be for you, but for how someone watches how you handle it. Look on YouTube. There's a ton of videos that show how to clean pots from burns. I'll have to look it up. I got it. Right now, I got it. Look, I'm talking about bleach for everything, but I got some bleach soaking in it to hopefully make it easier, because some of it was coming off, and the pot was okay. So I kind of got that soaking, and when I get back home, I'm gonna do that. Let me see. What y'all talking about? Bridget says, I saw your video. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm lost. Let me see. Look, I took a picture, if I can show it to y'all, of my sushi. Let me see if I can find it and I can show it to y'all. I don't know, my camera, it takes pictures and put them where it wants to put them. Let me see if I can show y'all. I don't even know if this is showing. Let me click on here. But right here, this is what I cooked. And let me see, I can go to this other one. Yeah, that's the other picture. If y'all can see it without that glare being on the screen. Let me see. And this is like when I rolled it up, and it's like a glare on the screen, and this stuff is in reverse. Okay, that's better right there. But yep, I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's what I cooked. Thanks, Scooby-Doo. And you don't have to do that. Y'all don't have to do that, but I really appreciate it, Scoob. Thank you. Charlie Mack said you should try Scottish haggis. I don't know what that is. Is that a food, Charlie Mack? I don't know what that is. If it's a food, tell me and I'll look it up and I might try it. Man, Scooby-Doo, I really appreciate it. Full Russia says you cook well. Yeah, it came out pretty good. It actually tasted like the restaurant. And I don't cook a lot of foods from, that's from a restaurant or that's made in a restaurant. I don't know. I guess any food could be made in a restaurant, but I don't just but I be wanting sushi all the time for some reason. I don't know. I really love sushi. Yeah, Lou Richards. I called the manager and I spoke with her today because when it happened, I had actually texted her, and I'm talk with her on Monday and she gonna see what she can do. But she told me she would try to go ahead and get that fixed for me because it's actually a few of the outlets that's got the issue going on with it. But that one, I mean, that was bad because I mean I'm finna have to go ahead and buy a whole bunch of food, and actually I'm gonna wait until they fix it before I buy a lot of food, buy a lot more food. I'll probably just buy a little bit and hopefully they'll have it fixed this week. Hopefully it won't take them but a day or so to get it fixed, but if they don't have it fixed this week I will be complaining. Thank you, Scooby-Doo. I appreciate it, and I will. And I probably, what I end up having to do is probably, wait for sure until they get that fixed. Cause like during the week, I don't cook that much. With that, while it's football season, I mean, I just don't be at home enough. Like by the time the kids get up and they leave, their bus gets there a little before 7 o'clock, and I usually get up and edit and stuff like that. And then by the time I come to the shop, I try to be here. My hours are start at 11, from 11 to 5, but if I got stuff to do, sometimes as soon as my kids leave, I'll eat and come to the shop. Some days I don't even eat. Like I'll just come on over here and then I'll just grab something for lunch, but like it just depends on what all I have. Jason N says grab some emulsion remover and a scrubby pad to clean the pot. You think that'll work, Jason? Or are you trying to make me laugh again, Jason, or is that really gonna work? Cause I know you'll be trying to make me laugh sometimes. Karma Rose says soak it in vinegar and lemon juice. I made sushi before. I want one of those sushi roll makers. That looks good. Yeah, a friend of mine actually bought that kit for me because I had been talking about sushi for a minute, and she was like, well, I'm gonna buy you this, and she just sent it to me. I didn't even know what it was when I got it until I opened the pack. Oh no, I can't have that. No. No. Kit Kat Bars 119 says, well, I would like to help build your confidence, Full Rusher. I can make you a logo. Lou Richards said, did I take a picture of the food? No, I didn't. I mean, when I opened that up, man, that stuff was so stinking. I just had to get it out. I just had to get it out of, get it out of my house. I didn't try to take no. I mean, it was gross, and like I don't eat meat, so like, to be honest with you, I hate having to cook meat for my kids. I mean, I can't make them go vegetarian because they, that's what I raised them. I raised them to eat meat because I was a meat eater at that time. And I've been a vegetarian over 3 years now. So, I can't just make them stop eating meat. I try to encourage them not to. But I didn't want to see all that. And that was like really gross to me. And I used to eat meat, but I guess since I don't eat it anymore, like just dealing with that situation, I don't want to gross anybody on here out. But by telling you exactly what it was, but it was a gross situation. I think even a meat eater, it would have grossed them out. Carmen Rose says, I love sushi, but it's an expensive habit. That's why I learned to make it myself. I know that's right. I'm a check on it, Scoob, and I'll let y'all know how it go. Hopefully they'll do something, but when I talked to the manager, she was thinking they probably won't. But she said she would try to see what she could do. Oh. Y'all talking about these hey guys or haggies or whatever. I'm glad y'all said what it was so I wouldn't look it up. Cia says, do your kids like to help in the shop? No, they do not like to help. I got my oldest son, he like mows and stuff like that, and he will help if I ask him to help, but they don't like to help. They not like, if I'm here working and sweating, they'll be like ready to go. And if I'm doing everything myself, it takes me longer than if I had help. Because like if I print the shirts and they come through the conveyor dryer, if somebody's grabbing them and organizing them and putting them the way they need to be, I don't have to do that once I finish printing. But sometimes if I get to fussing, they will, they'll do stuff. But a lot of times they just sit there unless I say something. Then my youngest son, he's always, because my oldest son has his little business going on. My youngest son is always wanting stuff like, can he do something to make money? So I'll tell him do something. Okay, go clean the car out. Okay, go pick the trash up from outside. Okay, roll these shirts up. He won't even roll the shirts up right. So I'm like, I'm not about to pay you. I had just last week, I asked him to roll some shirts up for me. He half did it, so I wouldn't pay him. And I was like, I tell you what, if you go back and fix them, I'll pay you. He didn't want to do it. So it's like they don't want nothing to do with the shop. But, they will fold up their clothes and stuff at home. Cia said I need to make them work. Make it part of their chores. Now they do stuff. And my oldest son, like he just bought his first cell phone. Because I got tired of buying them because he kept breaking them. So he just bought a cell phone. He bought a lawnmower. He done bought quite a few things. But I've been teaching him, you put 10%, however much you make, you put some back. Oh. Kit Kat Boy says, I just found out last month what chitterlings are and lost my mind. Full Russia says it won't let me. What is your you probably have to type it like put .com, the word .com, and maybe that'll work. Full Russia, maybe that'll work. And if you type it on here, I'll try to put it on here for you. And let me see what this is. Somebody just commented on one of my videos. I guess they didn't realize I was live, or maybe they didn't want to tune in live. Excave somebody. Yeah, yeah, hopefully I can stay up tonight and do some editing. But man, I just have a lot going on. Yeah, my oldest son, you know, he liked that, and I'm gonna tell you what my youngest son do. He liked to draw. He'll draw pictures and stuff and try to sell them. But the thing is he can't draw good. So I've been trying to get him to watch tutorials and stuff to draw, but you know, they all want to do stuff to make money, but you know, you gotta do something that you're good at. You can't just do something and think people are gonna buy it. And I told him, you can't draw. You gotta learn to draw, and then people will buy your stuff. Okay, I typed it in for you, that website. Lou Richard says kids need to learn work ethics when they are very young, because in the real world, you do a job, you may not get a second chance. When you work alone, any help you get is less work for you. I agree with that. Like my oldest son, he'll help. Jason Ian says art classes. I tried. It's a place in town. Like I live in a small town. Y'all have to remember that too. So it's not a lot of opportunities. But a few years ago, I did try. It was a lady that was teaching art, but at that time she had just had a baby, and she wasn't doing any classes. So I checked on it a couple of times after that, but they never, you know, she never did get back to doing it. I don't know if she's doing it now, because that's been probably a couple of years at least, the last time I checked. But they do it online. Full Russia says, teach them not to value the money, but the feeling of doing something they like to, and let them watch anime and think. And thank you for the website post. You're welcome. Cia says, not to be the dead horse, but I know some folks who also have a merch account, and they let kids help with that, and the kids like it. And I don't know, I mean, I like the way that I am with my kids. Like I feel like I don't want to, and I'm not saying I don't make them do things that they don't like, but I feel like you should like things. Like when I played basketball, I liked basketball. Like I almost told y'all my age. I'm getting on up in age, but I still can play ball. I still go out there and I play with the younger people and stuff like that. And like that video that I posted on here, I wasn't at my best because I just had got over bronchitis, but I really wasn't all the way well. So it was like I couldn't breathe. I don't know. I'm like I usually am in good shape, and like these guys that, like these high school guys that's on the teams that's winning championships and stuff like that, in our area, like I'm playing against those guys, and and I can play. So I mean, I'm not like NBA status or nothing like that, but I'm pretty good. I'm decent. I can play a little bit, and so like when I go work out and stuff, I work out hard, and I'm not just like training because I'm on a team or nothing like that. I'm working out hard because I know these youngsters gonna kick my butt out there on that court, or they not gonna pick me if I don't, if I can't keep up with them. So that's some of my motivation. That plus, I want to be healthy. I want to live to be in my hundreds, and I want to be in good shape in my hundreds. I don't just want to be 100 years old and in the nursing home or something like that. But like with my kids, I don't force them to play sports. I don't force them to do anything. The only things that they have to do is keep their grades up and clean up behind themselves and do do the stuff they're supposed to do. But I don't force them to do something that should be fun, like sports. If you're gonna play a sport, it should be fun. Like, I don't force them into working here at this shop. Like, I'll tell them, look, I need some help, or we're gonna be here all night. And my oldest son will usually help pretty good, but I don't try to force them into the t-shirt business. But I do always tell them, look, this right here, this could be something that you could do when I'm too old to do it, or even we do this together, or even if you move to a different state, we can have different, this same store in different places or whatever. So, I do talk to them about that, but I don't try to force them to do things. I do talk to them about things, and I do tell them, look, you don't want, if you can work for yourself, that's what you want to do. You don't want to have to work for somebody else. And I was like, I would like for you to never have to experience working for somebody else, if you can. Jam.com and Silkshare have courses for kids. I have to look into that. Let me see. I'm not young. I'm not really young, the Ace Boogie, but I don't wanna tell y'all my age. Kit Kat Bar says, guess who's about to order a custom hoodie from Full Rusher? Kit Kat Bar says, I think she's only 31 or 32 years old. I'm gonna put my shades back on for that one. And turn back into Afro Chick. I don't know, maybe one day I'll tell y'all my age. Look, I've been lazy. Y'all know usually on Sundays I be trying to get off of here so I can go play ball, but I haven't been playing ball for a minute. This football season got me kind of lazy, having to deal with my son. I'm gonna try to get up and go run in the morning though. And yeah, another thing that happened, my car got hit. It was last weekend, last Saturday. One of the parents, well, it's not even a parent. I think she was an auntie to one of the kids. My car was parked, and she like backed into my car, hit my car, pushed my car back probably about 2-3 feet, something like that. And that was the second time my car has been hit while it was parked. And that's crazy. Like, my car was parked at Walmart one time and somebody hit it and drove off. They just drove off. I was actually walking to my car when the woman hit it this time, and I wondered if she would have drove off. Sia says, I know black don't crack, and you gonna say you about 50. You about to hit 50, LOL. I'm not gonna tell you. Food Rusher says, I need a morning routine myself. I'm not gonna tell y'all my age right now. Look, people on here, before I put my website, people on here was finding my phone number and stuff. So if y'all really want to know my age, y'all would find it. But I'm not gonna say you yes or no or whatever. Maria Smigura says she's probably close to my age, but she looks younger. I gotta do something to my hair tonight. I wish I had somebody to do it for me. Full Rusher says I got a new Toyota RAV4 on Wednesday and someone turned on my huh? I don't know. But the car stopped by itself. I think I didn't read this right. I got a new Toyota RAV4 on Wednesday and someone turned on my but the car stopped by itself. Did who say anything, Scoob? Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the woman that hit my car? Yeah, she backed into my car. Me and one of the other kids on the team, grandmother was walking, and we was like talking, and she was parked. The grandmother was parked about a car, a space, parking space between me. So we all walking. Me and my two boys, this woman and her grandson. The woman backs up in my car and bang, and then she drives right back in her parking spot. And then she gets out the car and she's on the phone and she's like, I gotta go. I gotta get off the phone, or I gotta go. Something to that effect, she said. And she got off the phone. And when I looked at my car, I just kind of looked. It wasn't really a dent in my car. It was like a little, kind of a little scrape. But then it's crazy because we was getting ready to go to a football game that was like 30 miles away in Natchitoches, Louisiana. And I don't even know why our coach, they had set up for the kids to take pictures before the game. So the lady, she was kind of having to rush to let me see. Yeah, she was kind of having to rush to take the pictures. I'm sorry, I was reading something on the screen, and there's a train, so I'm gonna give that train a minute to go by. Okay, I guess they finished blowing now, but we was kind of having to rush to go to a game. So when I looked at it, it wasn't like a bad dent or anything on that side. So I was like, she was like, do you want to call the police? I was like, well, if I call the police, we're gonna be late for the game. And I was like, it don't really look bad, it's not a dent or anything. But then I was like, well, we'll just talk about it, because I have had an accident in a parking lot before, and the police wouldn't come. They said that to just deal with the insurance companies. We would have to just file it on the insurance. So because I had a witness, and the woman who was my witness, I knew her pretty good, and the woman, she talked or whatever, and she was like, whatever you want to do. So I like wrote her license plate down or whatever. And when we got over to the game, and I got my son inside, because they warm up and stuff, they have to be at the games earlier than just the time of the game. So while he's in there and warming up and everything, I'm checking my car out, and the side that she hit is like, it's like it's a bigger space in between the light and the hood. So she probably kind of messed something up, because she did hit it pretty hard. So I talked to her and I was like, you can come check my car out if you want to, but I'm gonna have to file it, because it seemed like it might be something more serious than I was thinking originally or whatever. So then the thing came up. Her insurance company contacted me, and they was like, we're going to take responsibility for it, but we need your insurance company to call us and let us know that you have insurance. And I guess because I didn't, I was like, we're going to be late for the game if I call the police. She thought I didn't have insurance, so I had to file it on my insurance, and then they had to call her insurance. And then when they called me, I didn't like how her insurance did. They was like telling me that I only had one option. Basically, they said that they have two people in my town that's, I guess, in their network to fix cars. And they was telling me that they would send me a link for these people or whatever. They sent the link, so I ended up calling back. But basically, they didn't tell me they could give me the money, or that and I could pay whoever to fix it. And they didn't tell me that they would provide a rental car for me. It's like they wanted me to just take my car to their person. So I was thinking it was something up with that. you know, but I have insurance on my car. They take it automatically out of my account. So, you know, I don't know. I guess the woman told him, I don't think she might have not had insurance because of this or that. But see, when I talked to her insurance company, I didn't tell them she was on the phone, which I could have told them, you know. But, you know, to me, that was kind of petty. And the reason I didn't call the police was because it wasn't because of anything on me. It was because I was like not wanting to do it, because, you know, my car, if my car would have been really badly damaged, then I would have been like, yeah, it's gonna have to be taken care of. But when I realized that it's probably like the frame of the car that may be bent, because she did hit it hard and she pushed it back about 2-3 feet, you know, and I drive a Lincoln Town car, so when she hit my car and pushed it back that far, she had to have hit it pretty good. And then I guess she was telling her insurance company she didn't think I had insurance. Oh, Full Russia says, I meant to say someone turned on me without any signal and I almost hit them, but the car has the thing where it stops itself. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That woman needed that, or a backup camera or something when she hit my car. Full Russia says, I miss my manual transmission. Let me see. All right, if y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about, let me know, because I'm gonna get ready to get off of here shortly. Full Russia says, I don't trust insurance companies. When I had my accident, they tried to avoid helping me, and the adjusters didn't want to believe I got my damages from my accident. Yeah, I didn't like how they did, and I mean, I can't help it. My car was parked. I wasn't even in the car. I was actually walking to my car. So they need to be on the people they insure, because my insurance is through Progressive. And I've had an accident. Actually, I had an accident one time, and I had somebody that totaled my car out one time. And look, that's a story time I'll have to do, man. My car was totaled out, and I didn't think the insurance was going to cover it, but because this person didn't have license, or their license was messed up or whatever, and they totaled my car out. And it was a single car accident. Jason says, I miss my 2 town cars. Scooby-Doo says, you did not have to use who they wanted. I know. I called back and I talked to another person, because and it's crazy. This is the second time I have had to deal with this is State Farm Insurance. State Farm Insurance was the insurance of the person who hit my car the first time, and now this is the second time that it's been hit by them within the same year, because the first time happened around February of this year. Yeah, it's their people. They need to get on their people, because my car was parked, and it wasn't parked in no crazy way. And the first one was on video. The woman actually left, and one of the Walmart workers actually saw the accident and reported it. Full Russia says, at Jason Ends, I'm jealous. My car may be new, but it's slower compared to my last car. All right, if y'all have any more questions or comments or whatever, video requests, and I gotta go back and write down all these places that everybody is from, so that I can try to make sure to have the correct information for my video. Scooby-Doo, you gonna have to get that fixed, get that straight. Scooby-Doo says, I have a Chrysler Town and Country. I don't pay the insurance or the tags on it. Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button, the like button. Let me see. You welcome Ace Boogie 100. Pam Good said, where did you purchase your screen printer starter kit? The first one I started with, I got it from Ryanette. If you're talking about the one color press and the other press that I had their silver press, and I also had it was like a tabletop clamp on press. That was the one that I started off with. That was the one color press that you see if you look at like my first few videos. And the other press that I use, it was like a one that you like screw down to the table. You screw it into the table so it won't move. But it was the silver press from Roundnet. And it's basically that press that they're selling now, saying it's a Riley Hopkins press. They're basically the same press. They just painted it and added that name brand to it. Sia says, I see you have an Instagram account. Think about creating and posting YouTube video clips on there using hashtags. Post links to your YouTube account. You should get more subscribers that way. I don't really have many subscribers on there or followers on there, but I tried posting videos. Like I have tried when I was doing like a little something that was short. I tried posting videos, but I don't know. I'm not good with that. I'm not really a social media person. Like when I pressed, it was like I was supposed to hold that button down, but I can't hold the button down and press a t-shirt. So I don't know. I might have to look more into that. Jason N says, I still have my silver press. I had 2 at one time. Yeah, I sold mine because sometimes I be needing it, but like my shop is so small, I don't really have the space for it. But I ended up selling it to a local woman. Actually, I sold a one color press, and I guess once she got that and liked it, she came back and bought the silver press, and she bought my old flash dryer. And what else did she buy? She bought, like, I had this little rotary thing that was like the poor man's conveyor dryer, but I never actually used it. It went on to the it could go on to the leg of the flash dryer. Yeah, that was the train coming through earlier, Full Rusher. Oh, okay. Scooby-Doo says workers' comp pays it. Rose 777 says keep praying and get some rest. And I actually have been getting a lot of sleep lately. Lipstick on my teeth says Maryland. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of rest. And I'm going to keep praying, never cease. Look, that was, and I probably can't even quote it now, but I was reading, I can tell you right quick. Yeah, I was reading 1 Thessalonians 5. That's what I have been reading this week. And that was actually what it says. Never stop praying. It says pray without ceasing. That's what it says. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. And that was the part that I was kind of meditating on and stuff. But I just got a lot going on. But things will get better. Yeah, the video quality is not that good right now for some reason. Sia says, and check that fire alarm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, but it should be good. Yeah, because it uses the battery and it's electrically wired in. Jason says, have you ever printed a film and go right to a screen? I'm afraid the ink is gonna be wet. I I don't know, hate the ink from a film. Oh, I had the ink to stick one time. Um, I don't never just grab it and like go straight to the screen, but I usually like print it and I'll sit it out for a minute, before I go into the dark room. But yes, I do print them in the same day a lot of times. Cia says, what do I think I want to move to? I want to move to the Dallas area. It don't really have to be in the city of Dallas, but in the Dallas area. My thing is, I really want to get out of Louisiana. Really want to get away from Louisiana. I'm ready to leave here. Pam Good says, just always remember, God is in control. He don't bring you to it and not to bring you through it. That is right. Why you retract your message, Rose 777? I saw it. I just saw it. Full Russia says, glad to see I'm a woman of the Bible. I have to stay in the Bible. Thanks, Scoob. I appreciate it, but I gotta stay in the Bible. I can't be no other way. All right, if that's all everybody have to say, and if nobody else has any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and put my shades on. And T-shirt Chick will be back this week. Afro Chick is about to sign off. Let me see. Sin, have you done mugs? Will you do a mugs tutorial? Mine always comes out sideways. Or does anyone else have a channel of how to do mugs? I'm gonna make Tammy do a channel with mugs, and let me see. I'm gonna make Tammy do a channel with mugs, because she vlogs by Tammy. She do mugs and stuff like that. I've been trying to get on her and tell her she need to start doing a sublimation channel, because it's not really anybody on here that just does sublimation. So if some of y'all do it, people will watch it. And also Gina Gill does sublimation. I don't know, she just her and her family was dealing with some things, so when she get back to work or whatever, maybe she'll start doing it, because I was talking to her about doing it also. Rose 777 says, amen, because God showing us your gift is making room for you. Jason N says, go relax, girl, you deserve it. Charlie Mack says, be true to me, check out Martin Butler for mugs. Yeah, you said your mugs are coming out crooked. They do have the tape where you have to tape down, you have to tape down your mugs or whatever. I mean, tape down your mugs, tape down your transfer paper. They have like some tape that, you can tape it on and it won't mess up anything, and you can peel it off. I actually have some over there, but I never use it. It may not even work no more. You're welcome, Cia. What's up, Diz Majiz? Oh, never mind. I thought Diz Majiz was on here, but that's Jason says Diz Majiz does amazing mugs. Do he do videos, Jason? Because if I get into sublimation like I'm planning to, then I'm going to be needing some tutorials from some of y'all. What's up, Judah Israel? You catching us on the tail end. T-shirt chick wasn't available today, so I am Afro Chick, and I came to fill in for her, but we getting ready to get off in a little bit. Sundry Custom says I would do that also on my channel. Mugs is coming soon. Scooby-Doo says I do sublimation but not videos. And Jason says Diz doesn't do sub mugs though. You welcome T-shirt on my teeth. I thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out with me. And you know, while I'm on this live, even though I almost cried a little bit earlier, I'm glad I didn't. But y'all, you know, y'all kind of brighten up my day and get my mind off of things. Cia01 says check out Queen Susie video about moving to Dallas. I'll have to check that out. I actually have an uncle that lives over there, and I might have some more people on my daddy's side. I know they used to be in Dallas. I'm not sure if they still are. All right, Scoob, I'm gonna get some rest. I've been asleep half of the day, and I went to sleep early all last week, so I should have enough rest. I'm gonna try to get some videos edited. I gotta do something to this fro of mine, cause I can't leave it froed out like this too long. Judah Israel says I'm gonna be adding sublimation soon. But all right, I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Cia01 says I could tell you were feeling better throughout the live stream. Yeah, y'all kind of get my mind off of things. Full Russia said, have a good night. Always come on stream when you're not feeling good. We don't mind. Yeah, I try to be on here. I try to be consistent, even if I have stuff going on. Sometimes I have to end a little early. All right, Kit Kat bars. I'll keep that T-Rex in mind. All right, let me put my shades on so I can be Afro Chick and I can sign out. Anybody else got any comments or questions? I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get off of here. And I appreciate y'all all tuning in and making me feel better today, because I kind of wasn't really in a mood to come on today. But I really appreciate y'all. And this is Afro Chick filling in for T-shirt Chick. And she will be back with more videos. Prince Squad out.